I fucking hate Valentine's week. I hate how it makes me feel every year. I hate how shitty I feel every year on Valentine's week. I may be single, I may be in a relationship, doesn't matter. Valentine's week every year is going to be fucked. Like, there's absolutely no point expecting anything good to happen during Valentine's week. In a way, Valentine's week to me is like my birthday, because nothing good ever happens on my birthday. People make such a big deal about birthdays, and oh, happy birthday, yay, you're yay many years old, and blah 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 blah. But like, birthdays are never good. At least for me, birthdays have never been good. As a child, I used to have these crazy expectations about birthdays, that I'm gonna get so much love and so much attention and so many gifts and whatnot, and like, I'll get so many friends. But like, I had so many expectations from my birthday as a child, but every year my birthday was a fucking disappointment. So I stopped expecting shit from my birthday, and eventually, as I grew older, after I passed 30, I started hating birthdays. Because what do you mean, every year, once a day, I'm gonna be the birthday girl, but nobody's gonna treat me like the birthday girl. Like my people in my office, they're still gonna come to me and be like, hey, can I follow up on that particular task? Bitch, it's my birthday. Can you not ask me to work on birthdays? But like, that's adulthood, right? The moment you adult, then suddenly you are in office on your birthdays. I don't know how I reached birthdays from Valentine's Day, but basically I was saying I fucking hate Valentine's Day. I hate how it makes me feel every year. Even if I'm in a happy relationship, Valentine's week is still fucked up, and I'm realizing it's probably my fault, because I have these high expectations about how Valentine's week should be, how if you're actually in a good relationship, how a Valentine's week should feel like, blah 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 de blah. Blame all my ex-boyfriends who kind of raised the standard a little bit. Well, not all my ex-boyfriends, because some of them actually dropped the standards below the floor, but I mean, one or two, the beginning foundational formational boyfriends I had, well, they raised those standards for me, and suddenly I was expecting a lot on Valentine's Day. And that's why when later in life I got into like shitty relationships and situationships, I still had those expectations at the beginning, but then I realized, oh no, nobody's even gonna buy me like a fucking 20 rupees cupcake on Valentine's, so let's just start hating it. So now I'm on the hate train. I'm on board. I hate Valentine's now. And honestly, the reason I started talking about Valentine's in the first place is because every year on Valentine's, I see on social media and with people around me, everyone's being so lovey-dovey, cuddly schmuddly, and like pooky schmooky, gifting flowers and chocolates and teddy bears and so many cards and lengthy letters and taking out on dates. What do you mean you have a good relationship? How dare you? How dare you have a relationship if I don't? That's where I stand. And everyone, like all the girls are all like, oh, I'm gonna get like this pedicure done, and I'm gonna get my hair done, because it's an important week apparently. And I was like, why don't I have important weeks in my life? Just because I don't have a partner, does it mean no weeks in my life are important anymore? Like, birthdays aren't important, Valentine's Day isn't important, nothing is important, New Year's, Christmas, nothing. And this year I was like, no, even if I'm single, even if I don't have a cuddly schmuddly partner with me, I'm still gonna like do something about Valentine's week. And since it's the weekend, I have like 2 days to actually do something about it. So I went on one of these apps and I ordered like a whole package of things, like facial and pedicure and manicure and hair thingy, spa and whatnot, like just the whole thing. And when I was paying the bill, I realized that's where half my salary goes. Like, every month, at the end of every month, I just go broke. My balance suddenly goes negative. I have taken loans from Lazy Pay, I've taken loans from Simple. I have all of these EMIs spending that I haven't paid, and I don't have money to buy a 20 rupees cream roll, because by the end of the month I'm just broke as fuck. And that's when I'm like, what, why can't I save? Like, why is it such a big issue as an adult to save? And like, finances are so tough and everything. No, girl, finances are not tough. You're spending half your money money on Urban Company. You're spending half your money on Zomato and Swiggy, and then the other half on like Netflix and Prime, and then whatever the fuck is left from that money, my dad makes me put that into a fucking SIP. So my dad started this SIP thing like 2 years ago, where he was like, now that you're like 29, 30, you should at least try to pretend to be an adult. And all the adults have this investment thingy going on somewhere here or somewhere or the other. So he was like, you should at least pretend to be an adult. And he one fine time when I went home to visit my parents, he very slyly like asked for these one or two OTPs, and then suddenly he tells me, okay, now your SIPs have started, and the SIP amount, let me tell you, is 50% of my salary. 50% of my in hand salary is my SIP account. So now suddenly my in hand salary became 50% of what I was actually getting, because the other 50% was being sent to that fucking Motilal Oswal mutual funds. Okay. And initially, I was very happy about it because it felt very adultish that, oh, such huge amounts of money are being deducted from my account every month, and I don't even know where they're going, like what's going to happen to them. But it's just very exciting to know that, hey, something's happening to your money. It's very exciting to know that you have money in the first place. So anything beyond that is just exciting anyway. And then when I started SIPs, I was so happy that finally I'm acting like an adult now, and I'm going to be like so cool. I'm going to be that cool aunt that's like really rich and wears only designer clothes and has a glass of wine in her hands and sunglasses because her eyes are red due to hangover and blah de blah. And then she just comes over late, fashionably late, at the family event and brings expensive ass gifts for all the kids, and all the kids love her, and all the other women, they adore her, they want to be like her, and all the men, they just hate her because, well, she's little strong and powerful, so obviously men hate her. But I'm not gonna spoil my mood talking about men. Not on Valentine's week. We are not going down that rabbit hole today. Today, I want to talk about why the fuck am I spending half my salary on these quick commerce and gig workers platform delivery thingy apps. Like, what's going on? I'm not even that rich. Why am I pretending to be this rich? And the problem is, no one's even watching me pretend to be this rich. It's not like I'm putting up a show for anybody else. I'm putting up this show for myself. I want to prove it to myself that I'm not poor. I want to prove it to myself that I can afford whatever the fuck I want. And so it's what? It's like 7th of Feb today, and my salary is almost over. So the next best thing to do is just take loans, right? Because that's the responsible thing to do. Just take loans because you can't fucking manage your finances properly. And I'm so glad because Lazy Pay has increased my limit so much. It's like almost equal to my first in hand salary. Like, it's really cool. Okay, so suddenly I have like this extra money that I can use. I know my brother keeps yelling at me to get a credit card because, well, that will solve a lot of these issues. But I'm really scared of getting a credit card, because if I get a credit card, girl, I'm gonna spoil myself even more, and then my entire family will have to sell their entire Zaidad and property just to pay back the loans that I took just on a whim, just because I felt like buying something, and because my credit card had the limit, I bought it. That's how my brain functions. So I cannot keep a credit card. My younger brother has a credit, that unemployed fucker has a credit card. He has a credit card on his name, and he wants me to use his credit card for transactions so that his credit score can go up. Meanwhile, his elder sister, the sister who's taking care of all of his expenses, every fucking expense, she doesn't have, she Google Pay, phone pay. I love UPI, and I'm so well adjusted with UPI. I don't want to switch to anything. Like, tomorrow, if something new comes in payment technology, I would probably boycott it. boycott it, because this is already too convenient. Okay, like what do you mean you can just scan something and pay in less than 5 seconds, and you're telling me you want something easier than this also? My dadi, okay, my grandma is a savage. She's a savage, badass, bougie savage. She says stuff that you can't even imagine, and it's always this sarcastic taunt that she throws at you that makes you question everything you believe in. All right. And the other day I was speaking to her and I was like, yeah, like it's all cool, I don't have to work a lot after office because thankfully I have this help at house who helps with cooking and with cleaning. So thankfully, like, office work is majority of the work that I have to do, otherwise I'm pretty fine, pretty free otherwise. And she goes, look at where the world is today. It's not a surprise you don't work. People these days, they don't even have to wash their ass after taking a poop. I'm like, what? Excuse me, what? What are you saying? And she's like, yeah, all of these jet sprays and all. Like, people don't even have to use their own fucking hands. They can just use a jet spray and something will come and clean their dirty asshole. People don't even have to use their hands to wipe their asshole anymore. And in that moment, that realization was big for me. It was big because I come from a village, right? Like a small village. So I have seen my family members go out to the khet, the farm behind our house, like 1 kilometer away from our house, just to poop every morning with a lota in their hand, just sitting in the fields with like community pooping with like 7 8 women all sitting together, at a distance of 2 meters from each other, just pooping together in the morning, and just talking about everything. Like, I've seen that. And imagine, like, if you were in that situation, if you had to poop at in the afternoon, for instance, how do you find other women to go with you to poop? Nobody's gonna go to the farm to poop with you in the afternoon, dude. Everyone's out there. And secondly, these women, okay, these village women, I they piss me off so much, and that includes my own family, by the way. They think anything related to poop should be followed by a fucking full blown shower. Okay, not shower, bath, because they didn't have a shower, we didn't have a shower, so we always had to go for a bath, like a whole bucket and mug, and then just, be it summers, be it winters, if you've gone for pooping to the farm, you have to come back and take a shower. Now imagine extreme winters. Imagine the end of December, chilly winters, and you wanna poop at, like, I don't know, 12 in the afternoon. And first of all, it's a challenge to find other people to go with you. So you won't get the fun of community pooping. But the second problem is, if you do go and poop at 10, then you'll have to come back and take a shower again. It doesn't matter if you took a shower in the morning. Every time you poop, you need to take a shower. It's as simple as that. So that's the complexities of pooping that my grandmother saw all her life, her entire life. And then after that, suddenly there's like these smart ass commodes with jet sprays, and you don't have to use your hand. Like, you can keep using your phone while you're pooping, and then even clean it up and not have to keep your phone away. Like, that was mind blowing for her. And when I looked at it from her perspective, I get it from her perspective, it is mind blowing. So yeah, wow. Okay, so we started talking about Valentine's, and then we talked about my birthday, and then we talked about, I don't know what, and then we talked about pooping. And how do I want to end this? Huh. I want to end this with the realization that I'm not the only one who's very dissatisfied with her life. Nobody around me is actually satisfied and content with their lives. Like, okay, fine, there's like one or two people, handful of people who are actually content and very happy with what they have. But the others, they're all cribbing about what they have. Like, my friends who are in a relationship, they're cribbing about, oh, my relationship sucks and I miss being single. I was so free and I had a personality, and I feel like I lost my personality in this relationship. Blah 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 dee blah. And then I have friends who are single, including me, and then they're like, oh no, being single sucks, because like, what are you earning for, what are you working for if you don't have a partner to share your happiness and sorrows and ups and downs, etc, etc, blah, the usual bullshit. So like, everyone is suffering. Nobody is truly happy in today's world. And I think that's like a larger question that all the governments should discuss. Like, they should have a roundtable conference of all the countries. The governments of all the countries should have a roundtable conference and discuss why the fuck are majority of people on this planet so unhappy. It's not even mild dissatisfaction or discontent. It's very high. It's depressing. I'm depressing myself talking about it. I'm gonna stop talking about it now. Okay.